much for your patience, for waiting. We do appreciate your support, and your support is what is going to make this event even more successful. My name is Tracy. I am the PR for the event, and at the head table we have the brains behind the operation in red. Of course, he has to stand out, Mr. Neil Curtis, and we have some of our sponsors. We have the talents also in the room. Sitting right next to Mr. Curtis, we have Nigy, and then we have Chris from Where It's At, this amazing magazine. They're responsible for this magazine, Where It's At, and we also have Yaz from Cornerstone, and then moving along we have another one of the amazing talent, Flower God. Then we have Tropical Jerk and Jane and Money. So some of the sponsors for this event are here, the talent and the team. So what I'm going to do, I will start by having Neil say a few words so that you all understand the focus of this event, why this event is being held. He's going to tell us a little bit more about that.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How is everyone?
Great.
So, my name is Neil Curtis. I'm the Executive Director of Up Jamaica, an organization that we formed out of the 2013 Jamaica diaspora visit that I took in Montego Bay. It's been 11 years, and over the last 11 years, we've recognized as Jamaicans that live abroad that we can do something in Jamaica that can change the outlook of Jamaica and the world. And I say and the world because over that time we've done enough research and development that we realize that what we're doing in Jamaica and creating this boilerplate of creating food to eat instead of importing food to eat can be something that is used worldwide, not just in Jamaica. Right now, as it sits, we have a contract in place that will be executed in the next few months with Sri Lanka, because the techniques that we're using reduces the usage of water by 66% in agriculture. This is something that we pioneered in Jamaica. So Farm Up Jamaica is not just a logo or a brand. It's something that we're literally carrying out on the ground. Out of the 11 years, over the last 6 years, I'm gonna say, we've trained over 700 young people, somewhere between the ages of 17 to 24 years old. When we left in 2013, they told us that would be impossible. Jamaican young people don't want nothing out of that. So it's ironic that we were able to go in, figure out a good way that we could show them that there is something at the end of the rainbow, and get them to want to do this. Right now, we probably have about 3,000 young people that want to be trained. Yep. But again, I mean, that's just through our, email and correspondences. But again, it's going to take funding. And the way that we do it as a nonprofit is we raise funds. One of the most successful ways, I believe, in raising funds is doing something that you like. And so that's why you see we've come up with the Climate Smart Concert. Climate Smart, you might say, why is the name Climate Smart Concert? Why isn't it just Farm Up Jamaica? So the type of technology that we're using to do the agriculture is not just organic agriculture. It's called climate smart agriculture. And why is it climate smart? It's climate smart because when we first got to Jamaica, the droughts were maybe 2 months, and then you had rain. And then it went from 2 months, and now it's 6 months with no rain at all. But we're still growing food in that process, and we're still harvesting as if it was raining. So those are the types of techniques that we're using, and that's what makes us different. In the whole process, and in agriculture in general, agriculture is known to contribute 25% of the climate problem of carbon that's being emitted into the atmosphere. Of course, with unsustainable methods of agriculture, like tons of pesticides and herbicides and things that dissipate into the air and eat away at our atmosphere. And what we do is every time we plant food, and every piece of land that we work actually sequesters carbon. So it actually is a total opposite. That's another part of the technology that we've come along with to change the whole dynamic of what it is. And that's why the whole thing is called climate smart agriculture. In addition to that, we believe it's fashion forward because we use the youth to actually carry out the agriculture. Because we believe that the older farmers are gonna die out ultimately, and then there'll be no one to pass the baton to. So we're actually training them now and putting them in control of your food supply so that they know what to do in the future. The concert takes into consideration all of that. Why? If you looked at the artists that we brought on, it wasn't a Beres Hammond. It wasn't one of the older artists. We looked at the younger artists, and we're trying to target the young people. So when we get back to Jamaica and we go to the young people, they'll say, oh, wait a minute, you guys are the same people that had the concert up there and now they want to come and farm. Because their favorite artist was actually supporting the idea of agriculture, right? So not only was Massicka's lyrics wicked on stage and his performance wicked on stage, but he did it for a reason, for a cause. And now we can get more young people to join that cause and want to do agriculture because agriculture just got cool. And if you talk about Jada Kingdom, agriculture just got sexy, right? Or if you talk about Nigy Boy, it's the continent of agriculture. And so, in a nutshell, that's what we're doing here. We're trying to connect. It's great to do something or have a cause, but if you're not connecting, it's not just awareness, right? I like action. So when we go in, we can create action, right? Most people just say, oh no, I'm raising funds to give a school bag to some kids. That is warranted, we need that. But how do we get them out of poverty, right? How do we teach them to grow food, to now feed yourself or grow yourself out of poverty? And we believe that Farm Up Jamaica is the way forward. My name is Neil Curtis. I close.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Curtis. So I will move now. We have some of our sponsors here. And I'll move to Chris for him to say a few brief words. We will talk to the talent, and Massacre is going to be in the room in a few minutes. But I will just hand the floor over to Chris from Where It's At.
Thank you so much. Folks, my name is Christopher Williams. Where It's At magazine is a publication that was started by myself and my dad and my mom and another family friend, Annette Gordon, about 21 years ago. We started a publication because we saw the need to give us, the Caribbean people, a platform for expression. And so being a part of this is aligned with our vision. What Neil is doing with Farm Up Jamaica is what we represent. We want people like yourselves to know what's out there, have an understanding of the opportunities that exist so that more young people can transform their lives. Where It's At as a publication is focused on telling your stories, our stories, making sure that whether you're from Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, Barbados, it doesn't matter, your voice can be heard. And so that's what we do. You can definitely check us out online, go whereitsat.com. And a lot of what we focus on in terms of content is, like I said, entrepreneurial stories, lifestyle, music, entertainment, that sort of thing. So we appreciate Neil for giving us the opportunity to be a part of this and sharing with the audience and with our community. We've been able to reach over the years about 175,000 people in the New York area. So it's a blessing, and we'll just continue to work and grow. Thanks again for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you. You can clap. Just saying. So the food was busting, right? Like, because this is a young people's show, so the food was busting. So you know who's responsible for the food. So I have the beautiful daughter of the owner of Tropical Jerk, and she is gonna say a few words to us. Did you do the food? Okay, I'm just kidding.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashana Frater. I'm representing my parents, Sophia and Norman Frater. They've been open for 28 years. They have 7 restaurants as of right now. One just recently opened in Hempstead. Our first location was in Jerusalem, and our second one is in Front Street. Those are 2 new locations. My parents, they've worked really hard to get where they are today. Our restaurants really have evolved over the years. We take a lot of pride in our food and our service. And
That was good. And we have Miss Reynolds from Jane & Money. She's gonna give us a few brief words.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I am Lisa Reynolds, this regional sales rep for Jane Money. Jane Money is a group. We're part of a group for J and Back, so we're under the umbrella. We've been in existence for more than 30 years. That's Jane Money. The bank is 150. So it's a pleasure, and we appreciate the fact that we're able to partner with Up Jamaica in this venture. What we're all about, we're a remittance company, so we transfer funds mainly to Jamaica, but we do other Caribbean islands as well. As you can see there, we send to any banks, any obligations you have at home, you can use our service. So if there's a need to assist with Neil and his cause, and you want to send to somebody there, then you can also use our service as well. We also partner with other events as well. So therefore, what we do is to kind of educate people in the community as to our services that we offer. Once again, Neil, thanks for having us on board, and hope to continue.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Reynolds. I will have Yasmin from Cornerstone say a few brief words and tell us a little bit about Cornerstone for the people who don't know.
Hi, I'm Yasmin Delo. I'm half of Cornerstone Promotions. The other half is not here. It's my husband. My husband knows Lenny knows Neil for over 30 years, and I happened to meet Neil at the time when he started Up Jamaica. I'm just thankful to be part of this organization because how much it's grown in the last 10 years and all the accomplishments that they have and how they're trying to grow in the future. So when he came to us and brought the idea to be part of this beautiful day tomorrow, we jumped on the opportunity because of what it stands for. And I personally I like organic food, I like the farming aspect of that, those things. So and I have young children, so just to expose my kids to that, or to know about that, and then to find that he's doing that in Jamaica, where they have all this beautiful land, and they have the opportunity to do so. But from what my understanding was, that they're moving away from farming. So he's bringing that back, and I think it's a great thing that Neil's doing. And this is great because right now we're in the 10-year anniversary. Is that correct?
Well,
10 years.
11.
11 years, sorry, of anniversary of Farm Up. So it's going to be a great concert. I hope people come. You're partying for a cause, and this will be the first of many more.
Thank you so much, and we have 2 of the talents at the table. I will start with Nigyboy, just a few words, or I don't know if he's a man of many words. I'll allow him to go.
I am a man of few, my dear. Neil, thank you for considering me as a representative for the cause. Farming, it's something we can't live without. And I believe the initiative that Up Jamaica embodies is transformative. It definitely will allow Jamaica and the world at large to become self-sufficient, do less import, more exports, be more self-reliant, and have that cornerstone to depend on. And I really do think it's a necessity that younger youths like myself are enriched with all this knowledge, all these wonderful techniques, because we are the future of tomorrow. When the older farmers pass, we have to carry that mantle. So it's definitely my honor and pleasure to be a part of this cause, and I know greater things will be happening in the future to come. Thank you.
Well said, Nigy. Thank you so much. And next to me, I have Flower Garden. He's going to give us a few brief remarks.
First, I must say greetings in the name of the Most High.
Yeah.
It's a real pleasure for me to be a part of this. When to my manager, I heard about this concert. I said, I want to be a part of it because it's for a great cause. My tight little schedule, because as a veteran musician, a dancehall artist, I'm always busy doing concerts all over the world. So I said, I want to be a part of this. So I'm so happy that Neil, you make it possible, right?
I'm here.
And I know this is for a great cause, and I'm so grateful that I'm here to know that I'm the grandfather of the event. And I'm so happy to be amongst the young people because, as a veteran, I'm here to teach. And I love this cause, and I just hope that everyone will come forward and support. I'm happy to know that the sponsors are there. And I want to say thanks for the media to spread this around the world. It's really a great cause to farm up my country. I want to give them a backyard. So Neil,
Yes, sir.
I plan to own our backyard.
Yes, man. That's the tagline.
To Kalalo and make it work. So I just want to say thanks. Enough respect to Yvonne because she made this happen. And it's a great cause. So bless her.
Thank you so much. We're going to take a few questions. As you know, Massacre is going to be in the room just for a few minutes. He won't be taking any questions, but you can direct any questions that you may have, members of the media, to the head table. Does anyone have any questions? Yes.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Michigan, formerly of 93.5, currently on Nigy's radio. I have to commend you, Neil, on this effort. I worked with you on the first concert, and sometimes it seems like a far gap, but to know that you've been doing stuff in Jamaica. What are your current goals for this particular concert as you take it back?
Okay. So right now, our current goal for the concert are, out of the proceeds that we were going to raise funds to actually start a community. So take some of the work that we've done in micro and scale it to a macro, right? There's a specific community in St. Elizabeth that we're going to be working in, and so the proceeds from this actual concert, we've actually partnered with some people from Leo DiCaprio's organization, and they're going to be giving us a camera crew. And so we're going to be going down and showing exactly what this money did. So it won't be where you kind of don't know, well, what really happened with that concert. And we'll be able to show how the money is put to work and how we're able to revitalize a community. Yeah, education. In addition, we have partners. We have the Round Hill Hotel, which is like a 6-star hotel in Jamaica. We have the Hyatt Ziva and Zalara. We have the Grand Palladium and some others that have agreed and signed on to buy the produce that the farmers are gonna be growing. And so we're probably gonna be, this thing is gonna get really, it's gonna just grow and grow and grow and snowball. But, you know, that's what it's gonna require. It's gonna require some hand holding of the farmer from out of the soil to market and even into export and bringing food into the United States. And allowing people that don't have a lot to be able to negotiate and make money for the work and hard work that they've put in. So that's really what the concert should raise money, and we're gonna show that money back in a community in Jamaica so that you guys see what happened with the money from this concert.
So I just want to pause for a minute. We have Masicka in the room. You know, he came in and he just wanted to show some love. So we appreciate you, you know, coming, showing some love. Everyone is here to see you, support you, love you. So we thank you for that.
Can you join me up here?
Wait, no questions. You can just sit. Are you scared of me?
They don't say any art.
No questions. Just you can sit. All right,
That's all right, man. We don't want if them should have there for them, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm pushing up again. Understand?
Thank you. We appreciate you. So let's give him another round of applause. All the travelers here.
Masicka.
All right, so do we have any other questions for anyone except myself?
Yes, I do for you. Hi, from Ask Mommy TV. So I wanted to know, right? I'm interested in the program that you said you wanted to introduce to the younger kids in Jamaica. You wanted them to start the farming, stuff like that. I wanted to know, how do these kids find you guys? Like, you know, are these gonna be into schools? Like, you know.
So our best connection to young people in Jamaica has come through the Heart Trust Training Center.
Okay.
So, okay, a lot of kids end up in Heart Trust because maybe they couldn't afford to go to college.
Yeah.
Or they might, you know, and they'll end up in an agriculture program.
Okay.
Sometimes it's not what they actually want to do, but it's what they can do.
Right.
And so what we do is we try to make agriculture fun. So we'll take them to a farm in, say, St. Elizabeth, and we'll teach them how to grow food with no...
It's already ongoing.
Yeah, man. It's, a matter of fact, we have a building that we're constructing. It's called the Climate Smart Institute. It's in St. Elizabeth, and it's supposed to be able to take kids from around the world, not just in Jamaica, and kind of have this. But again, this is a part of our fundraising, and to get the institution finished, to get farmers working, you know, just to push this thing along, because without food, what good is it?
Right.
Right?
Good food, thank you.
Good food. Organic food.
Organic. Real organic.
Real organic. You know, there's this one process that we use. We don't use manure.
Okay.
Right? That's a big deal, because a regular old farmer might say, well, wait a minute, they're not using fertilizer, they're not using manure.
What do you...
Why am I growing food that's greener than normal? How are we growing food that has higher nutrition value? Right? We've taken our food to SRC, which is a Scientific Research Council in Jamaica. Our lettuce, which is lettuce, has 300% more vitamins and minerals than regular lettuce. We have pineapple right now growing in Hanover. The Hanover pineapple is considered to be hypoallergenic. So a lot of people are allergic to pineapple. You eat our pineapple, no allergy. And so we're growing food that is superfood, real superfood. And we're saying that this is another feather in the Jamaica cap, right? So we're saying, you know, now it's not just about the fastest runners. It's not just about the best music from artists like Masicka and Nigy, but now we can come out of Jamaica saying we have the best food. And then ultimately, we can take that to the Caribbean and have all the other islands in the Caribbean say that the Caribbean has the best food. And so now your Whole Foods are gonna be looking for Jamaican or Caribbean food instead of just the stuff that's coming out of the world.
Do we have any other questions?
So a quick question. Have you asked for a commitment from the artists, especially the young ones,
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
who are going to be frontlining this thing, to make a commitment to Farm Up Jamaica?
Well, I'm gonna-
Because they are among the most influential people in Jamaica.
Yes.
And if you say that, look, I'm on board with this, you're going to be influencing literally hundreds of thousands of young people in Jamaica, which will put a new kind of twist on this farming thing. Because farming really is a source of serious income, if it's done right.
Correct.
And so, Neil, I'm going to make an appeal to you to ask for a commitment, not just a short-term commitment, a long-term commitment. And the other thing I want to find out, are you streaming this thing to Jamaica?
Well, it won't be streaming the night of, but of course, it will be on our YouTube channel
Yeah.
and our social media.
Right, okay, so.
Yeah, ultimately. In addition, we did ask for the help of the artists with the hopes that they, you know, come. Massacre's camp did the right thing by us. You know, they said, listen, we understand the cause and we're gonna take care of you guys. And, you know, Massacre is here and really for the cause, right?
Oh, definitely.
Nigy, the same thing. Flower Gun, the same thing. You understand? So the people that you see up here, they didn't come here because of just the show. They came here because they love the idea of the cause. And maybe they don't know much about the organization, but ultimately we can let them understand that it's really Jamaicans that live abroad that really are caring and thinking about the country and want to do something for Jamaica. Because we keep sending the remittances, right, through JN. No. But JN is responsible for making sure that your family eats, right? But we want to send that money through the remittance to know that they bought some seeds, to know that they bought a plow, to know that they are doing something more constructive.
Right.
And so we want to change the culture in a certain way to become more productive, right? And Jane will get more money through their coffers. Coming through the system. But what the best part about that is that we'll be able to see the results ultimately.
Right.
That's where we're going with it.
Right.
Yes.
Hi, Silva. How you doing? So just to follow up on that, I wanted to know, how did you select the artists, and do you guys have a relationship with farming? Like, have you ever got your hands dirty?
Nigy?
A long time me have farming.
Brian needs to specify what kind of farming.
Listen, if it grows,
A lot of growth and development. Agriculture is my specialty.
So, what happens is, we, again, the reason why we chose the slate of artists that we chose is because we believe that they don't have to change their lyrics. They already have the attention of young people. But it might not be a bad thing that when they finish their set and them say, listen, they have a few words of encouragement for young people to say, listen guys, you know what, we are import 85% of the food in the country. And all of the old farmers, them are dying off. And you guys that are young, just plant something. You understand? I'll be honest with you. I've trained, like I said, over 700 young people in Jamaica between the ages of 17 to 24 years ago. The guys get mad at me because I normally give the girls the more technical work, because they do the work consistently and they get the work done, right? And I can only talk from experience, right? It doesn't say that the guys are not good, because the guys are necessary. In farming, can't just be women, right? But we big up women farmers also.
Girl, them hungry, the whole stick good.
Huh?
Girl, them hungry, the whole stick good.
Do we have any other questions? Do we have any other questions?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, Anthony from Temple Networks here. So my question is for the artists who want to answer, don't feel pressured. But you guys get to travel a lot to different parts of the Caribbean, different parts of the country, like all over the country, all over the world, right? So have you seen any practices elsewhere that we can learn from, whether good or bad? Or anything you notice, just like, oh, we can admire, how they handle their ecosystem, their food, and things like that.
Well, so far, I do a lot of traveling, and I think Jamaica is doing well in farming. A lot of people are doing farming, but it's not something that is publicized. So we need people to know that we are into farming, and we just need help from around the world to support the farm, so it can produce more food instead of we importing food. Because when I see them importing things like tomato in Jamaica, it surprised me. Right. Because we're not supposed to import tomato. So easy to grow, and we have the land where we can do that. So I think the government have to help to do something in this. You understand? Less importing, and so we can farm more, so we can export more things. Definitely.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions?
Greetings. Michael Clark is my name, okay? All right, I think this is fundamental, and you're on the right track, okay? However, in my philosophy, you say, you set goals and accomplish them. That's success. I've done that many times over, okay? Now, also, I feel real good to see the team, everyone here, and we should all aspire for greatness, beyond ordinary, okay? Poverty is destructive, and this farm will help to eliminate, poverty to a certain level, because I've seen the measurement. So if we all support the oil in it, and all send this flying all over, and not just the show for tomorrow, remember, also keep sharing the information. It's very important, okay? From a media's perspective. My name is Michael Pinchikwa from Concrete Media. God bless.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for your support, for your patience. We appreciate it. And we are looking forward to seeing all of the last minute posts on social media to push the show. And listen, I'm excited. Tomorrow, let's turn up, okay?
I have a closing statement.
Can you just go over the details, showtime?
Right, that's what I was kind of going to. So tomorrow will be, we're going to make history in New York. The reason I'm telling you that is because if you look at the venues that our artists are performing in, they never ever come out of certain places that some of you will never ever go into, right? There's places that keep these events, and it's been that way since God spoke to Moses, as far as back as I can remember.
This is a big one.
Huh?
This is a big one.
Oh yeah, and so this venue is a state-of-the-art facility. It is a climate-smart facility. They do composting. It's a cashless system. You don't want to use waste paper. And artists like Drake, artists like tonight, you have Tim McGraw, who's a huge country singer performing on stage at that venue. This is not a venue where we're saying, just go on up on the stage and do your thing and come up. No, this is a stage that can propel anybody that goes up on that stage even further. Why? Because it shows that they have the capacity and the capability to do this. Now, again, we're not coattailing on a hip hop show. This is a straight reggae and soca concert. So, you know, we're not opening for any other artists. We brought this here for us, so that when we, so now, and again, I implore all the other promoters to use a venue like this and take reggae music out and down there and carry it up here. And that's where we're going with it. The start time of the show is, well, the doors open at 8 p.m. The show will start at 9 p.m. Everybody says, oh, why so late? Our Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Right?
It's okay, we'll take it back.
I get it, right. You leave work, you want to go home, you got to get dressed. You want it, right? Traffic, what have you. Right? You want to take the kids to the babysitter, what have you. And then now, so we're going to make it, right? We literally are maximizing every part of this space. They told us that they have refreshments, so don't worry, our people will be taken care of. We said no. Jamaicans don't name hot dog. A hamburger. Right? So we said no. And I said, they said no, well, the concession people are already slated for that location. I said, well, we need to have food, our food. And I'm gonna tell you, we got Tropical Jerk, our partners, to come in, and they're gonna be providing and selling food. Now, we got Golden Cross to come on board and say they're gonna provide patties. So I want to make sure that tomorrow night, everybody supports that kitchen area. And because we need to sell off all of that food so that they see, that arena sees that we as Caribbean people can sell off the arena in every way possible, so that we're welcome to come there over and over again, right? And so again, it starts at 8, doors open at 8, the concert starts at 9, and then it runs till 1 a.m. After the concert, we have after party in the venue, in the same venue.
First time.
For the first time ever. All right, and so there's these wonderful spaces. When you go in there, it's like you're in Disney World, right? And I just could, when I walked into the space, I was like, well, this is an after party. And it's within the venue, right? So, you know, again, there's a ticket for after party that you can go to if you choose to do so. And then they have drink packages. You know, we kind of just throw it on for cost, just so that we can cover it and we can give people an experience that'll take them right up until 4 o'clock in the morning.
Like they used to.
Like they used to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much again for your time, and spread the word, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
So you got 24 hours to spread the word.
And also,
Go hard.
follow at
Right
Farm
up?
Up Jamaica
Yes.
on Instagram. At Farm Up Jamaica on Instagram.
Right, so yeah, if you want to reach out to us, you want to see what we're doing, you want to see some of the things that we've done in the past, at Farm Up Jamaica on Instagram, at Farm Up Jamaica, and Farm Up Jamaica on Facebook and TikTok. So, but I think Facebook probably has the oldest history, because the Instagram got popular after that.
Ian, let me offer your audience a little bit of trivia before I go, because it's critical that people really understand how that venue, that arena came about. That arena came about with the input of people like us. People don't realize that. They might see that real impressive arena and believe that we didn't have a part in it. As a matter of fact, what happened is that where the arena is located is an extension of Meek's constituency because of redistricting. All right? Now Gregory Meeks is a congressman for Queens. Most people know that. Most people don't realize that his area borders over on Long Island in Elmont. So he had a great deal to do with the deal having been broken. Who started this was Governor Cuomo. And when Cuomo started negotiating with the islanders people who wanted to get rid of the islanders out of the original location and wanted to find a venue, this was where the idea was birthed. And so the community boards in Queens had to vote on the implementation of that program. So black folks had a major input in the construction of that arena. So we should utilize it.
Yes. Time has come, powerful.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
We have a group picture.
Can we get a group shot?
Yeah.
That is it.
You want us to stand? Yes.
Yeah, don't do it.
Everybody look this way.
Which way?
Straight. Which camera? Straight. Straight.
Smile.